Hello everyone and welcome back to the Eboys podcast. Yay!
Yes!
Today we have a very special announcement, guys. Don't we?
Ooh, yeah.
Share link.
Money.
You can now give us more money. We're not rich enough.
We are doing this for good reasons, I promise. Okay, so basically, guys, we're announcing that we're starting a Patreon because we realise we're probably the only podcast out there that doesn't have a Patreon.
Yeah, we are.
Much cash. Doesn't make much cash.
So, there will
To be honest.
This podcast will be missing 15 minutes at the end, as will every podcast from... Oh, no, that's probably bad, isn't it? I can't say...
We're just making them shorter.
Not missing. No, extra. We're going to make extra.
There'll be a bonus 15 minutes, James.
Okay, no. From now on, we will be recording an extra 15-minute section at the end of every single podcast. And if you want access to that 15-minute audio segment where we go over the episode of that day, go ahead and
You
take
have
a look
to
at
give
our
us
Patreon.
money.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It'll be really good and worth it.
And there's also other really cool things, like you can get your name at the end of the podcast. How cool is that, boys?
You can be a
Wow,
producer.
really
you could
good.
feature. You could feature via voice note. You could attain the right to vote, access to the coveted Eboys Discord.
Woo!
We're all going to be in there
Bloody love
every
a Discord.
day, guys.
I'm the only mod.
And there will be also monthly bonus episodes, which you can find out more about over on patreon.com/eboys. So go and take a look.
So long story short, give us money.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of extra stuff, basically, and we'll update you the more it goes on.
If you don't give us money, you're scrounging off this podcast. You got to pay for
Your parents
it.
don't love you if they don't let you put your credit card details in
we
there.
will get funnier.
That's
the
it,
more
really,
money
isn't
we make as well. The more money we make, the funnier we get.
I don't know. We might have to write some small text on that. I don't know if that's strictly true.
Yeah, all right, maybe not.
Isn't it usually the other way around? Usually people get money and then stop being good at the thing that got them the money in the first place.
Like us.
But we were never good anyway.
Ah, good, interesting. Yeah, no,
So-
that does shake it up somewhat.
It can only go up from here.
But
Would
yeah,
anyone
also
like a bit? Oh, go on.
I also forgot to mention early episodes is another thing. So you'll get the episodes before anyone else does. Essentially, you can be elitist when it comes to the E-Boys podcast.
Yeah, man.
Be the talk of your school.
Imagine bragging that about that to your friends. Wow.
Fucking, you're waiting until Wednesday for the E-Boys podcast. I've got it, and it's Monday morning.
Yeah.
Maybe Monday. Probably. It will be. Yeah, we'll do it very early.
Probably Tuesday.
I think
but-
it's the day before. We're not that good.
Do you know what? Actually, everybody else will get it on Friday, and then everybody else will get it on the day it was meant to come out. So if you're on Patreon, you'll get it on the day where it was meant to go up. Probably not. Probably still Thursday.
It actually will be good. We won't let it be shit.
Yeah, we're gonna do it,
Like
'cause-
jokes aside, we won't let it be shit.
We'll use the money to employ somebody to make it work, which I mean will make no profit, which mean it will be pointless.
Don't. Right. Okay. Again. Like, would anybody like a bit of nutty news?
Yes,
Yes, I'd love some nutty news, Will.
All right. This week, animal rescuers in Poland were called out to help a suspected iguana spotted in a tree outside of a residential building. It turned out to actually be a croissant.
Fantastic.
I saw that on Twitter, man. And it's like, I don't know, it was obviously, have you seen the picture? It's obviously a croissant.
I don't know. I think if you didn't know that looking at it, hang on, sorry, I'll put it in the chat for.
I think if you squint, it kind of.
Realistically, how would a croissant get up there?
Very true.
Somebody
I
threw
completely
it,
understand.
clearly.
It also looks fuck all like an iguana. If they'd said, sorry, I'm having Discord
Aren't
issues.
iguanas?
If
How
they-
big
if
is
they-
this croissant?
It's quite a hearty croissant.
Yeah, but iguanas are like 4 or 5 feet long.
Very true, very true. If someone had said like squirrel, I would have understood. But look, yeah.
Hey,
It was
what
stuck
country
in a
was this
tree.
again?
Poland, mate, fucking Poland.
How many iguanas are roaming the streets of Poland,
Poland.
climbing trees?
But guys, I won a pan of chocolate.
No,
That just
fuck
didn't
off,
work.
man. The thing is, I read the comments of the last podcast. Everybody's like, "We love James's jokes." We don't.
I read it. I was watching the podcast back the other day, and the leak in the mushroom pun is unbelievable.
No, terrible.
It's like you saying your own joke is good.
I didn't realise when I said there's
Back
a leak
yourself.
in the mushroom. I didn't realise that I'd said leek, as in which is another vegetable.
vegetable.
And I was there, and I was just like, wow, I'm doing it without even realising it at this point. And it was like watching it back. It was like watching something completely new, something I'd never seen before. It was fantastic.
Pledge to the Patreon, and we'll send James off for comedy lessons or something. That's what we do.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll just make James do a podcast on his own, full of puns. See how many you can do in an hour.
Oh god, yeah.
For a 4-hour extra
Bonus
bonus episode. Just this 4-hour episode is him alone.
A carpenter in Cork who evicted tenants from his property. After he found
Yeah!
No.
Sorry, go on.
after he found out they had set up a cannabis growing house, only then to take over it himself, has received a 2-year suspended sentence. Poor guy. Also, you remember the big ship that got stuck?
Yeah, the Suez
It
Canal.
was supposed to be.
How could I forget?
World trade is now shut down and whatever. Did you guys realise any shortages of anything?
No.
Well, there's been a very important one. Garden stores in Britain are facing a gnome shortage. And
Oh,
industry
gnome!
experts said the recent blockage of the Suez
You
Canal
didn't hear my joke.
is
I
to
said,
blame.
oh, gnome.
Oh,
We heard it,
fuck off.
George.
Yeah, I think we heard. Apparently, because of lockdown demand for gnomes and less materials because of the ship, we haven't seen a gnome in 6 months, said Mr. Byrne, who runs a garden shop. Hold tight, fella.
No,
That's a
no,
rather
no.
ironic name for someone to run a garden shop.
What, Byrne?
Yeah, Mr. Bird. I hope it doesn't.
Fuck's sake.
This is going to be the episode we sell people on.
They're loving it. Like, there's so much laughing going on. I can hear it.
And
Yeah.
then lastly on Nutty News for this week, sorry, slow one today, slow one. A tortoise with joint problems has been given a
Do you see
rollerboard
what he did?
to-
Yeah, that was good.
Slow one.
It's a slow one. But it won the race.
Oh.
I've got joint problems, I can't get enough of them. He's been given, hang on, a little it's not even that interesting. Bryce, roll the clip, please. A little skateboard to roll around on. Wow, very
Nice.
cool. All right,
Proud
I'm
of
signing
him.
off for Nutty News this week.
Nice. Thank you for the
thank
nutty
you,
news,
mate.
Will. Cheers, Jeff.
That was
you,
live
thank you.
from Tyneside, everybody. Our Newcastle correspondent, Will and E.
I mean, we should probably talk about the big news of the week, right? Well,
What's that?
all right. Well,
Okay.
Will's clocked out for
think
this
we're
for
good.
this podcast now, everyone.
He's done that in news and he's given up.
Goodbye, Will.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the big Jake Paul Ben Askren fight, or Ben
man.
Askew as Michael Buffer called him, if that's his name. I don't.
That is
I
his
don't
name,
know.
I think. Yeah, that was
Ben Askew.
mate. That whole fight, like, I mean, number one, it was this weird thing. So I've gone home. I just got back from coming home. So yesterday, obviously, I'm like the token YouTuber of my town, the only one. I'm sat at
Most
the pub.
famous man in New Milton.
I sat at the pub and there's just all these people come up to me, right, going, who's going to win? As if, because I'm a YouTuber, therefore I understand Jake Paul's boxing ability and I'm the best person to ask. And I'm just there going, I don't know, man, but I said Jake Paul. I said I believed in Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul would win. I didn't stay up and watch it, though, because only psychopaths would do that.
Oh, I nearly did and bottled it.
No, I stayed up for a little bit just because I was watching like the lead up to it because it was just like such an interesting atmosphere. Like they paid loads of money for like Snoop Dogg and like Diplo and just these people to be there, but they were like filming it in a warehouse. It was so strange.
They weren't filming it in a warehouse. It was in a fucking stadium.
It looked like a warehouse.
They were a big, massive stadium.
The production quality was so. Also, hang on, I gotta say, hang on, Alex, did you stay up and watch it?
No.
James, did you see this ad? It was probably on at about like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Oh, I
and it
wasn't
was
watching
like,
that early.
They were, I think it was. I was pretty tired at this point, so I can't tell if this was a fever dream or not. But I don't think it was. Triller were advertising a new app of theirs, and they were describing it as the OnlyFans for street fights. So you upload your
Ooh.
street fights, so you fight with people on the street, and you have an account behind a paywall for street fights. Surely that's not promoting good behaviour.
That's not
It's
legal,
just
is
going
it?
out punching people.
That's not
Huh?
legal to sell your assaults.
Probably not, no, but it sounds like good business.
Hang on, I'm gonna look this up just to make sure this wasn't a fever dream. Hang
Yeah,
on.
if you've made this up, maybe this is something you should be working on in your spare time. You could own this.
hang on.
You should.
I
you should look
swear
own
to God, there was an ad for this. I swear to God.
I just want to say, by the way, the reason why those people were there is not because they were paid or they wanted to be there. It was because they are investors in Triller. That is why.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Justin Bieber got a little cut as well.
Bieber's got it, Diplo, Pitbull, There was a
That
list.
makes
Do you want me to
sense.
find a list of people who invested in Triller? It's mental.
Because there's no way he's taking on a performance like that if he doesn't have a big old vested interest, right?
Yeah, no.
I found it very strange, like because I stayed up for it stupidly, and of course, like I didn't bet any money on it, thank God, but I thought Ben Askren had it, and I was looking forward to Ben Askren handing it to Jake, which obviously didn't happen. Yeah. And when he lost, and he like ran away smiling. And then it cuts back to Jake Paul, and he's about to have a post-match interview in the ring, and then it just goes like, "Now, Diplo!" And just like, wow. And I was just like, what the fuck did I just stay up for? And I paid for it. Like,
Did you?
You paid for it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know he streamed it.
it was 15 quid or something. Like, it
That's a
wasn't bad.
flex,
But...
mate. Paying for that. Yeah, do you want me to read out the people who were invested?
Yeah, go on.
So you got a bunch of these venture capital people I don't care about. Then you've got Snoop Dogg, The Weeknd, Marshmello, Lil Wayne, Pitbull, and others. Justin Bieber is included in that category, and everybody who you probably would have seen there.
Soldier Boy, say Soldier Boy.
I'm not going to say it if he's not on there. I don't know that. That's alleged. If Soldier Boy's invested, I don't think he has. He's too busy making knockoff consoles.
What is Triller? Is it like a TikTok clone?
It's
Yes,
TikTok
but they
with
have the
Rilla.
rights to music, which TikTok does not have.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what I was
TikTok
told.
has it anyway.
Yeah, but I
Wait,
think
what
they
the
have
fuck?
rights to-
But they had like Charlie D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio on the stage.
Yeah, and they brought Bryce Hall and that.
Have they bought them out?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I'm not going to lie, it kind of backfired because all it made me think of was, oh, I should go watch TikTok more. Because they're like, I don't really care if it's a Triller event. But
Yeah, does she make Trillers?
probably.
What is that what you call it? Like a TikTok? Is it a Triller? You make a Triller?
A Triller. I am a. Is it like
I'm
I
a
am a
real
Triller?
Triller.
If you are a
Oh yeah.
person on
And if
Triller,
you do
I am
that,
a
if you
Triller.
do that full time, you're a Triller.
What's the trilly, cuz? Wait, that's
No.
that's your
Shut
first
up,
video of
James.
the day. What's the trilly, cuz?
Yeah,
Well-
this app is not going to work. If this is
one.
the impression we've got off it from like a £150 million boxing fight, whatever they put on last night, then like, you know, it's not going well for that.
I think one of the best things when you have an idea for something and you say the name for it, everyone should immediately know what is that thing. If you say Triller, I have no idea how to define the word Triller.
Yeah.
I'm going like, I've watched boxing on it. Is it TikTok? That's as far as I get.
Yeah, but you can say that for Twitter and Instagram. Like, if you didn't know what a Twitter was, you wouldn't. The word Twitter wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, but the fact that I've engaged with Twitter for 10 minutes and I've gone, now I know what Twitter is. I've engaged with Triller for a lot longer and I still have absolutely no clue what I'm doing with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not really.
Yeah, have any of you ever downloaded that app? I haven't done it.
No.
But maybe it's worth doing because I'm guessing there's a bag on there.
If it looks like something that would give me a virus, like it just looks dodgy.
You usually love them.
You know, like when it was embarrassing to have a TikTok account, like to then have to now open up a Triller would be like, that's a level again, but you have to sync to. And I don't think I'm willing to do that for at least a month and a half.
Although if they are willing to buy me out, then I will happily go to Triller if the bag is there. Triller, if you're listening to this.
Last month, this happened exclusively on Triller.
Are TikTok actually losing people then to this app?
They lost a couple for a bit, yeah, and it was a lot of money
Aw,
as well.
man.
I remember it being a lot of money.
TikTok, what are you doing?
What?
Fuck off, man.
What do you do?
That's the Chinese version of the app.
Oh, okay.
That's horrific, man.
Oh, it's better than his usual. It's better than his usual.
Triller has 65 million monthly users, apparently.
How many monthly users?
65 million.
What, Triller?
Yeah, apparently.
That's quite a few.
It is quite a lot. I mean, I don't know. I've only seen the app because I remember they've bought TikTokers before. But my favourite thing is the fact that they obviously hired Pete Davidson because I don't think he's an investor.
He was so funny. He was
Mate.
so good.
He was there on a paid job, and he was just there for the bag, and he was just there also to completely ruin the event for everybody else who had to be there, and it was so good. And
Did
the
you see
best thing
Jake
is-
Paul walking out? And he was just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I wish
he
I
was-
was this dumb so I could be this happy. Like, this is Jake Paul's big fight, and he's like, his big entrance, massive 10-foot robot behind him, and the Don's just mocking him. Elite.
James, do you want to talk about the robot?
Oh, the robot man.
Oh.
There's this clip where
I can't laugh.
Jake Paul's security guard called Shadow unfortunately passed away over the last 10 days, I believe.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul is addressing that fact in the ring. before the fight, I believe, and there is just his robot. We can roll the clip doing the fucking jive right behind him as like Jake Paul is addressing the death of one of his closest friends. This big fucking
Show me this. I haven't seen this.
15-foot robot's going like,
Oh, George,
So
George,
bad,
you'll fucking.
man.
This is a bit of you.
Someone link it in chat. I want to see this.
James can find it. But like, he's like got the microphone and he's like, yeah man, this goes out to Shadow. You know, I know you're watching. And in the background, there's just this big giant man dressed as a transformer, just doing the robot, and it's horrific.
I appreciate you, and I'm putting it all on the line tomorrow.
Oh,
This fight means everything to me. This one's for Shadow.
it's so
As
dystopian.
some of you guys know, I'm a security guard.
Why is he dancing? Why is he dancing, man?
He's gonna be
that is the
fighting with me.
worst thing.
Fighting with me.
In fairness to the robot, he was speaking pretty quiet. He had no idea what he was saying.
I know, it's just the timing of it. And like the fact that Jake Paul makes sure to have the robot, like, you can see the camera when you're holding it and you can see the robot's fucking dancing. Just turn away from the damn thing. You know what I mean? Just
How did they get
please.
the robot in the ring? Like, he's a huge fucker.
Yeah.
Did he like just step over?
They must have unhooked it to let. Jake must have told him to unhook it to let the robot in. I mean, I've been
Maybe he's
confused
got
at
jets
what
on his feet and he like shoots up.
Oh yeah.
like a proper.
That's where
Like a
Pitbull's
jetpack.
money's gone.
Oh man, does anybody know why he's got that?
Oh, the reason he said it was because like, oh, NFL teams have mascots. Why can't I?
I like it. I
That's
like
fair.
I like
That's
the big
right, yeah.
robot.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
cool.
fair enough.
Can we have a mascot?
We just get a tiny robot Dobby, kick him about,
Fuck him.
use him as a
Flashlight.
flashlight.
A Dobby with a
Fuck's sake.
flashlight strapped to it.
Fuck's
That's
sake.
outrageous.
The fact we both said that.
Oh yeah, we're all on the same wavelength. Yeah, that TikTok clip is terrific. My favourite thing was just Pete Davidson going from camp to camp and just like pretending that he supported each and every one of them every time he went across.
Very good.
Although he
It was
clearly
my
has a
favourite bit.
disdain for Jake Paul, doesn't he?
What did you think about the knockout then? Because obviously you can't really rig a boxing match like
This is the question, isn't it?
it's tough. But it did just look like he was like, well, you know, that hit'll do. I'll go down. I'll get out of here. You know, maybe catch match of the day.
I've read something saying that he would have gotten paid the same amount if he'd won or lost. So it's
Right.
like, as soon as you take a hit and you're like, I can't be fucking
Yeah.
bothered.
Might
You know
as
what I
well
mean?
I'm going to get clotted anyway. I might as well just go down now and get it
Yeah.
over with. It did look like he
Yeah.
sack it off because have you seen some of the clips? Like the beating he took from Robbie Lawler with 4-ounce gloves and he was just like fine and then went on to win. Whereas one slight
But
clotting
how
from
long
Jake
ago
Paul.
was that?
Not even that, yeah, like 3 years ago. It was like one of
Because
it
he
was in
did
UFC.
say he's been retired for a year, didn't he?
Yeah, it was in UFC and he joined that probably maybe 2017, 2018. Don't quote us on it. So not that long ago.
It's so strange because like it doesn't help that if you've watched any of the pre-boxing stuff, like with Logan Paul, he's literally like, yeah, I'm probably gonna lose.
Yeah.
What, on the Impulsive pod?
Yeah.
He's like, if he's any good, yeah, I'll lose, but sound?
He doesn't think he's very good, yeah.
No, it's just hard to tell because I don't believe he threw it because he seemed to, I don't know, he seemed relatively invested throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
Well, but you could also tell that he kept on repeating, oh, I'm just gonna coach kids after this anyway. He kept on saying that in every interview, so maybe he really just didn't care.
Bag just after a bag, yeah. But I mean, there was no way he was winning that. Absolutely no chance.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, I thought Jake Paul was going to win for a while. He wants it more. That's undeniable.
I'm quite looking forward to seeing who the fuck he fights next, because that's like a real there's a real legitimacy to him being bit of a bad lad now.
I think he's quite good. Jake
Yeah.
Paul. I think he's a professional. I think is JJ going to fight him?
God
Fuck
no.
knows.
I fucking
Fuck
hope not.
knows. Fuck knows.
No, I reckon Jay could win. As much as I want JJ to win, I think Jay could win.
From what
And that would send me into such a sadness as well. If JJ went out and then he lost, I'd fucking hate that.
especially if it's in London, that'd be even worse.
He can't lose, boys. He can't lose. It's impossible. So it's sound. Can't lose.
Yeah, no, I believe, but we've got to do that thing where we all, like, for his documentary, we've all got to say he's going to lose, so then he can make a big documentary with all of us in it, where we all doubt him and then he wins, like always.
Oh, could we put the URL of the podcast on the bottom just in case?
Like just writing in
Yeah,
massive
yeah,
letters.
just
across
everywhere.
Our
page.
Patreon on. Just put our
There's
Patreon
no way
on.
KSI is ever
Christ.
going to beat
Just
Jake
put our
Paul.
Patreon.
Just a big old red subscribe to the Eboys Patreon.
$5 and we'll change our mind. If JJ subscribes, then we'll do it. I don't. The thing is, as far as I can tell, though, from speaking to a few people around, because I ask occasionally when you see a Cyberman out in the wild, and they always say that JJ's up for it. So I
bet he is. Mental cunt.
it's all about the bag, really, isn't it? Like if the money's there, they're gonna do it. So
No, that's Harry. That's Harry.
but it's true, isn't it?
God.
Like if they, how much was that fight then?
Ben Askren got 500k. I think Jake got 600k before pay-per-view. It was the biggest. It was the biggest fight purse of Ben Askren's career. It was double his biggest UFC fight.
Fucking hell! How much do you reckon Jake Paul is?
Fuck
How much
knows,
you reckon-
bro. Fuck knows.
Yeah, because I mean, I reckon they'd do it anyway. Because I mean, it's great content.
Yeah,
So-
it has to happen. It's too far along to either to pull out now. He just. I'm assuming JJ would just have to get a couple of fights in before that.
All right, well, he can take one of us. As a
Yeah,
warm-up.
3 E-boys, 3 of the E-boys, all
Yeah, we'll all take him.
Vic Star and I'm Alex's shoulders.
Yes, I'd love that. That'd be fantastic. Anyway, I don't really know anything about boxing. I'm not going to be one of those people who pretends they do. So you might as well move on.
No. I feel like, though, because I don't think... Because now that Jake Paul's had, 3 fights not at... at professional level. Well, at professional level, quote unquote. Decided that it is professional, but probably not at a professional level. I feel like Tommy Fury, because he tweeted, "I'm ready to give the people what they want."
Oh, Tommy Fury would take his fucking head clean off.
Yeah, I genuinely
Monster.
think that is the next level up. Like Tommy Fury's not. He's only had a few professional fights from what I can remember.
The thing is, right, to be fair to Jake Paul, maybe Nate Robinson, all right, Nate Robinson aside, Tommy Fury has only fought stinkers, like men who've had 40 professional fights and lost 39 of them. So you look at Tommy Fury as an actual boxer, but his actual fights have been against stinkers. So they're pretty much in the same place. I just think he's how tall is Tommy Fury? He looks massive.
About the same height as him, I think.
Really? He looks huge.
Yeah. I think
That'd be good
he's
to
like
see.
6. He's probably
Would be
about
good to
6
see.
foot.
Yeah, Tommy.
And it's kind of still within the social media realm. I feel like that's the obvious next move. Unless you go for like the Floyd Mayweather route, you know?
He's 6 foot, Tommy Fury, apparently.
It's funny, every time Jake Paul has a fight, Gibb takes some like unnecessary slander. There was some news report on CBS, that called him something horrible today.
Wait, really?
They were just like obviously taking the piss out of his past opponents. A pre-diabetic gas station attendant, he was called on CBS.
What? What?
What?
Oh my god.
Hang on, let me link.
The disrespect that Gibb gets from all of these, like people are like, oh, he's fought an athlete before, and then just some randomer, like it's always like he fought Nate Robinson and who?
Is this from an actual news site or is this like a comment on a TikTok?
It's not as bad as the pre-diabetic gas station attendant that Jake Paul fought in his debut. But certainly this is not even anywhere close, not even remotely in the same universe.
What was the name?
Active.
Mate,
in his prime.
that's
just mean.
outrageous.
Pre-diabetic gas station worker.
That's just mean.
Yeah, are you allowed to call somebody diabetic? Is that like
Not
you're allowed
pre-diabetic,
to do?
pre-diabetic. He's just giving him a friendly warning to, stay
Yeah,
off
to
the
cut
prize.
down and maybe think about his life choices.
Poor Gibb.
That's horrific. America is messed up.
But that TikTok versus YouTube fight,
Is he gonna have that?
hopefully we'll get him on that.
Yeah.
You see Joe Weller, he'd had quite a few on that True Geordie live stream. Just dishing out smoke on Twitter.
The issue, right, with Joe Weller is, like, I will have, like, these really short moments where I go, like, he seems like a decent person. Like, I kind of like the way he's framing himself quite well here. And I watched the, what
There
was
we
it?
go.
The-
Scrap James Marriott. James Marriott.
Yes,
Fuck
Weller
no.
Marriott.
Yeah.
So I was watching the True Geordie live, and I was like, "This is a really good live stream," and I was really enjoying it. And there was not like I love Believing Bruce. I think is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Like I love his content. I think he's a great guy. And I was like, "Oh, Joe Weller seems like nice here. It's kind of like refreshing." And then just to see the tweet.
Ooh, you are setting up this fight.
Well, no, because I'm not just.
got claws.
Sell the fight. It's going to be on our Patreon exclusive paywall.
Come on, Eboys versus Waffling. Eboys versus Waffling. Battle for the 5-star reviews.
The thing is, right, is I just think the way that people frame themselves publicly can be a bit of a teller of the kind of person they are. And I didn't really like the way that he. I mean, obviously they've made up now, but I really didn't like the way that he addressed Theo and like. Just like the waffling crew in general, I just really didn't sit well with me.
He's our boy from the E-Boys video.
Wow. Well, we heard it here first. It's going to be coming live to your screens.
But then I was like, last night I was like, oh, you know what? It's like, I think he's an entertaining person, and I think he's got like good elements to him, good positive elements to him. But then just to see him kind of like very ham-fistedly call out Deji and get completely ratioed by Deji was just like an absolutely phenomenal end to the evening.
That's how I saw that's the first thing I woke up to today. It was just fucking like Weller and Deji calling each other pussies on the timeline. And then like Weller said, "Suck your mum." And I was like, "Oh, that's still JJ's mum, and he might fight you again. Just for fun this time." So
justice for Yinka.
Exactly. It's disgraceful. But yeah, I don't know. He must have had a lot to drink. I didn't watch it, so I have no idea what. Oh,
he was fucked. There was one point where you see him pouring a glass and it's like 3/4 vodka and then 1/4 lemonade. So he was wasted. But still, it's like you've got to really fuck up to be ratioed by Deji Olatunji.
Yeah, but why though? Why did they start beefing?
Oh, because like I think Joe Weller called out Deji for a fight or so. I don't even know what I can get up these tweets. So Joe Weller tweets.
Did Deji like make a tweet about the result?
No, so Deji said, "I said it. No way Ben Askren beats Jake Paul." Fair tweet. He was right. I feel like a lot of people said that. I think Joe was on a live stream with True Geordie, who literally said there is no chance Ben Askren wins this fight. I've bet a certain amount of money on it. Joe Weller goes, "Suck your mum. You're a pussy. Fight Gibb." And then Deji responds, "Who the fuck is this guy?" and ratios him by 2 times with 15,000 likes. Yeah,
that's mad.
Joe Weller goes, "Try going out in public without your mum or dad. You straight up, you straight up dork, bruv."
No, this is brilliant. These two must fight. It must be these two.
Yeah, can them two fight?
Yeah, man.
It would be very comical.
That would do numbers, to be fair.
Mate, Deji Weller in a big arena, because everybody would just like it would just be really funny. They would be so good. They'd be so good.
And has Deji made a video about it? No, he hasn't. I think
he talked about it in his video today. Yeah.
Yeah, he went in on him.
That is so funny.
Kind of. Should we watch it?
And then he's beating up that sexy TikTok. Oh yeah, go on then. Yeah, that he's gonna beat up that TikToker. Have you seen the Donnies fighting?
Vinny the hacker.
Sexy man. I'd give him one. I would give him one.
Yeah, he is like.
But I do want him to lose.
He's one of the best looking men on TikTok. I'm pretty sure. So.
Deji threatens to jump Joe Weller. Are you kidding me? All right, I would like to take back the comments I made about Joe. I think Deji has taken this a lot worse than he should have.
This clip is absolutely unbelievable, by the way. Just pretensing it. I was losing it when this came off my For You page.
All
right, let's go.
Your mouth, please. Just honestly, just shut up. I'm done. Next thing I want to hear is you sparring me. If nothing, then shut up. I'm honest. I couldn't care less. If you want to fight, we'll run it, and I will hurt you. But if you want to carry on being a bitch and talk on your shit in your podcast...
He loves the E-Boys podcast. That's what it is.
He's right there, actually.
That's what it is. He's a big E-Boys fan.
It's the worst. The E-Boys podcast is the best. Yeah, he loves the E-Boys podcast. Big ups, Dej.
He's like, take a hint from the E-Boys podcast and go and subscribe to their Patreon.
They've got some great tiers and access, and you can get your name at the very end.
Yeah, Deji loves it. Big fan.
Bitch, and talk on your shit in your podcast, and go for it. You're honestly so wet. My God, you are so moist. How people watch you, I am surprised. You are so moist.
I feel like I'm getting bullied and stalked on my YouTube channel watching this.
How do people even watch you?
I feel like someone just poured a bucket of water on my head and someone is addressing it.
My fight, considering having you as a commentator. Bruh, if you were a commentator, I'm going to jump you. Simple as that. I will jump.
This is the fight we want.
He's gone off the
This is
deep
fight we
end.
want. Give us this
Bye,
fight.
Deji.
This is it, man. This is the one.
If you imagine something like that is almost the least threatening thing you can do to someone, commentate on their boxing match, and he is going to jump him for it. That's fantastic.
I beg if this fight happens, that us and the Waffling boys, who obviously won't be fighting, we get to be
Luke,
the 8-man
Theo,
commentary team.
get in touch.
Oh yeah.
Elliot, welcome round the table.
Yeah, Luke and Theo joins us. Yeah, we can all do it. All of us. We're like a semicircle.
We'll wear the vests as well. We'll get Eboys vests.
All right, JMX.
Let me play the last 20 seconds of this.
I don't want to see you in Miami. Please. Bruh, you are actually you're so moist. If you carry on bitching, saying that, Deji's scared to fight Gib. If you carry on bitching like that, I'm not interested. And you will not hear from me ever again. The only time you'll hear from me is if you...
Well, we don't know what he said there, but I could assume it was horrible. So
If you want sex, maybe that's how he finished it.
yeah, maybe that's the ending of the offer. Just gay sex. That's how this all is meant to end. To be honest, that's how. If anybody's lucky, if Deji's lucky, him and Vinny the Hacker or whatever his name was went that way, and then he'll be the real winner.
Whenever I hear the word Vinny Hacker or the name Vinny Hacker, sorry, I think of Hacker the dog.
Tom from CBBC.
I can't stop. Fucking Ed and Outro are gonna come out of the fucking.
Not Vinny the Hacker. The Hacker the dog follows me on Instagram for some reason.
Yeah, do you get like loads of weird comments on your posts just from the fucking dog? Yeah. Oh, he comments on a bunch of shit. It's so weird.
What, from the dog? No, I don't. I haven't noticed that.
Oh yeah, let's talk about people following people on Instagram. Why have I received a message from my sister saying, "Why has Will followed me on Instagram?"
Well, I was going to go through her Instagram because we were going to do that try not to laugh. So I was going to go through her Instagram and I don't know, either just like edit myself into her pictures or whatever. And I realised she didn't follow me back in time, but now we've had extensive DM conversations. Hi Hannah, if you're watching, call me.
Extensive.
Oh no.
She seemed genuinely worried.
Didn't
She
seem
was
worried
like,
to me.
"What's going to happen? Am I going to be pranked?"
That sounds really dodgy. What would she be worried about? What, James is in great danger, so I got in touch with you via Instagram to tell you.
James has passed away.
No. As in, like, that she'd be used for a video or something.
Oh, yeah, that was the plan, yeah.
But, like, obviously, like, that's one thing. I think she'd be fine with having pictures of hers edited. I don't think she'd
No.
Please don't take advantage of that statement I've just made, though.
He's going
edit them in horrific ways.
This goes straight into a main channel video in about 2 months' time when he finishes it. And he's managed to...
I'll marry her. That's what I'll do. I'll marry her.
Yeah. I genuinely... That is exactly
Legally,
what I was worried was going to happen.
Oh my god, Will, that a fucking bag. Please do that.
I genuinely thought, Will's going to
Mate, I married my mate's
I'm
sister.
going to be...
Will and James watched the wedding video.
I genuinely was concerned, and this is a genuine thought that went through my head. I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh my god, is this why he's followed my sister? I went, I'm going to be invited to Mia and Will's wedding, and then I'm going to turn up and it's going to be my sister.
I like George's idea. I sit you down like it's just we're watching a TLC video, and it's actually me marrying your sister. George, that's fucking genius, mate. Hannah, let's run it.
Yeah, like a wedding video.
Oh my god.
Yeah, cheers. Am I allowed back on the S2W channel now for that one?
No.
Yeah, you do need her approval. And I reckon she'd say yes as well. She would say yes, I think.
Don't sign the prenup, Hannah.
Then we all win.
we can at least get half of his net worth while we're at it.
Oh my god, yeah, the biggest ploy ever. But could you imagine, like that video? You get a great title out of it as well. I married my best friend's sister. Oh, it'd be outrageous.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, fuck off.
I married an acquaintance's sister.
I married this guy I know's sister.
I remember the fourth best Eboys.
That'd be almost weirder if you find a random stranger, you just pick out a random stranger from like Yellow Pages or something, and you marry his mum. And this guy's never met you before.
Bro, I haven't seen a Yellow Pages in years.
Doesn't that just happen though? Don't people just marry people?
No, but you never meet the parents or anything. You just turn up their door, you just go, I've married your mum, and they have no idea who you are. With a whole camera crew, it would really throw them off.
Wrecked.
I reckon you get a great reaction out of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that one down.
How did the Yellow Pages was quite a weird concept when you think about it. What, just everyone's number was in the Yellow Pages?
It's strange as well, because it's mentioned in, like, every film from, like, 2003 backwards. Like, Yellow Pages gets brought up a lot.
What was it? Is that what it was? Just everyone's house number?
Yeah. Everybody's number was basically in there.
It was like a directory.
But we haven't had 3002 yet.
Shut up. You know what I mean? From 2003... Fuck off. Now I'm overthinking it.
Yeah. Oh, you've upset him now.
Sorry. I was just...
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing maths on this podcast.
Come on, James.
I was just saying a joke. I was just saying it.
Use the puns for good.
Sorry.
I'm not doing this.
Alex, do you use the Bing search engine? Did I just see that correctly?
I have a virus that defaults it back to this Bing search engine.
What?
Virus.
Yes.
You've got a virus.
Malware protection.
I tried to download some stuff.
Some stuff, eh?
Dirty dog, what you been watching?
Nothing. It was stuff for music.
Nothing. I don't watch anything.
Nothing.
I promise. It was just all nice swigs. Let's go back to the funny podcast topics. Oh, Ludwig stopped streaming, didn't he?
Not your dirty porn history.
Did any of you
stopped?
watch any of the
Oh,
any of the
yeah.
Ludwig streams? We talked about it briefly, didn't we?
I watched a little bit, yeah.
31 days.
He's decent, you know. He's and now he's the most subscribed ever. He
Is Ninja fuming?
I don't really know, to be honest.
Records are meant to be broken. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little sad. But congrats, Ludwig, on holding the new sub record on Twitch.
That's a nice tweet.
Written through tears. That was his hands were drenched as he wrote that.
That and Red Bull money.
I mean, it's the end of an era, isn't it? Because he's not getting close to that record again. Like, a Ninja won't be anyway. So
Yeah, Drake hates him, so he's not coming back.
Yeah.
Did he hit it? That's around when he hit it, right?
Yes. The Ninja come up is one of the most interesting ever, I think, because like he did so much in what felt like just like this year period. Like he was the most he turned Twitch into this like mega star platform. Then he went and streamed for like 4,000 people on the Microsoft one that I can't remember, which says it all really.
Mixer.
Oh god.
And then he like came.
That must have been a massive bag.
Oh yeah, what was it? The rumor again was like 30 odd mil, wasn't it?
It was 7 figures. That was the rumor, right?
I mean,
No, 8 figures. 8 figures was the rumor. So it was
yeah,
people were saying like 20 million. Like that's the number I heard a few times, 20 million.
yeah, 20 to 30 million, whatever it was. I mean, anything upwards of
Come
10
on now, Tyler.
is mental. You know, that like Ninja's just it's so strange, and now he's just like chilling. And but I suppose Fortnite, that game, that was a big flash in the pan. I mean, it's still got a massive audience, but like, when was the last time any of you touched Fortnite, or if you ever did?
2018 probably.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like that long ago. If somebody said to me when did Ninja blow up, I would say like last year, but that's like so wrong. He's been like fucking killing it for ages, I suppose. So that's really strange. Time has been weird. Now we're out of lockdown. Everybody spending their first week out of lockdown doing anything?
Oh
Yeah, I had a beer outside.
I've been to the pub consecutively.
Tanning salon
Just
or whatever is tanning bed.
I haven't been yet. But I'm desperate to
The
go.
cherry blossom is in bloom soon in Greenwich, so I'll be going to Greenwich Park to check out the cherry blossom.
Fucking hell, James. Riveting.
Jesus
Life's
Christ.
getting a bit fast for me again. I'm thrilled, truly.
James Matt introduced himself back into society slowly.
I am worried for you.
Fucking hell.
Well, no, because the cherry blossom is a brilliant time of the year. It's a very
you're
specific
80.
season, which you cannot predict it.
Zing.
You cannot predict when it's going to happen, and it only happens for 10 days.
It's the suspense of it.
Well then, are you just going to sit in Greenwich Park? So are you just going to be sitting in Greenwich Park hoping you catch it?
Yep, for the next month, and
Oh wait, hang on. I've been I've been lying down right on my sofa this whole podcast thinking that I just had my hands. I've been playing with my zip and I've realised it's been in shot the whole time, so it's just gonna look like I've been stroking my cock. Oh, for fuck. Bryce, will you zoom in?
on his cock.
Yeah, zoom in. But on the Patreon
fuck me,
version.
It's just gonna look like I fiddle with me cock.
Will wanks during the Eboys podcast.
On the Patreon version, use the zoomed out
sake.
version.
Yeah.
Smart.
If you want...
That is
We're going to be banned from
we can't do
Patreon.
that. That is
We're gonna
against the
get him.
Patreon rules. That's against the Patreon rules. We can't be doing that.
Is it?
But we will be launching an OnlyFans, as well as the Patreon. If you want to see Will's crotch shot, go over to our OnlyFans.
Maybe we should do it on OnlyFans instead.
Maybe.
Yeah, sack it off. We spent a lot of time working on it just for no reason.
This is the thing about OnlyFans, though. Like, you see a lot of people that, like, go, oh, I'm launching an OnlyFans for exclusive content for my fans. But it's like, the connotation of opening an OnlyFans is fucking cock and balls, tits and ass. That is OnlyFans.
Tits and ass.
Well,
Yeah,
I knew you
there
were
we
going to
go.
take this out there. But, like, so
Tits and
the real
ass.
question is whenever someone starts an OnlyFans, it's always like, yeah, but are you actually doing... like exclusive content,
and
or
balls,
are you
tits and
showing
ass.
your cock? Because that just seems to be what people do on it. But apparently, there's all kinds of content on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know people who use it as a way to do Patreon instead, but it's just like funnier. You know what I mean?
They take a bigger cut, so I don't know why you do it instead of Patreon.
Do they? Oh, they take the piss, right? They take the piss.
Yeah, I think it's like 20-30% or something.
Yeah, I
Rotten
think the
bastards. They
reason
must be
why
making a
though
killing.
is obviously like if you're trying to like do big funny, then people because well, look, the one thing that you can't knock is like there's a bunch of people whose credit cards are already attached to OnlyFans. Same with Patreon. That's why people always use if you're gonna start a podcast, you gotta go through Patreon because most people are already on there. It's you can trust it. OnlyFans is like massively trusted, so I suppose that's probably why loads of people use it, even though there's a mental cut. It's like, you could go somewhere else in YouTube, like Triller, for more money, but will you? Yes, if they pay enough.
Have you seen how we were talking about what celebrities would be, and someone's actually edited? I think that's Alex's Killian and Batman.
Oh god,
That's racially insensitive, right?
that's digital blackface. Yeah, we can't.
Oh my god.
Well, no, we didn't make it, right?
No, we didn't.
Oh my god.
That's what I do. You want to say I'm going on the record, and I don't. This is bad.
Yeah, please, I
am
specifically said
shaming
don't.
this. But I look pretty good at it, Adele.
Can we also talk about like how easy it would be to do the one of George as well? Like they've literally just added that those aren't even George's sunglasses. They've just literally added random sunglasses onto that.
Who is it? Who's he on? Is it Wayne Lineker?
I feel like it is.
Wayne
Sounds
Lineker,
Wayne
Johnny
Lineker.
Sins.
You look white as an 8-year-old. To be honest, though, that's not actually that far away.
The worst thing is,
George, is that actually Johnny Sins?
no, that's Mbappe.
Well, that picture, I'd assume
Yeah.
so.
I was going to say, if you concretely know that is Johnny
Well, no,
Sins...
it's because I
then-
said it's Johnny Sins.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you were like,
James, you look
no, I'm
pretty
looking at
alright
his
as-
collarbone. I don't think that is Wayne. I recognise that collarbone. That is Johnny Sins.
Yeah, I only could recognise Johnny Sins.
You
I
wouldn't
can't
recognise
recognise
it, would
Johnny
you?
Sins from anything.
unless you
apart
drew him.
From, I can only recognise Johnny Sins from the shoulders down.
James would recognise him if you drew him as a.
I already
as a
made that
cartoon.
joke. Already made that joke, Will. Ha 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 ha.
Ooh, I got one deal. You do look pretty normal, 8-year-old. Like that's
I mean,
weirdly smooth.
that's like 10 years away from where I am currently. So I feel like I'm going to rock that look.
Did any of you watch the funeral?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was a dark turn. No, I didn't.
I did.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I watched
Oh.
it.
You watched Prince Philip's funeral?
It was on the TV. Like, just like it was just on the TV.
Is that why you had like the cake and sparklers? That's a bit weird, mate.
Oh, yeah, to celebrate.
Celebrate the life of Prince Philip.
They did the minute silence before the FA Cup as well, and I was with my mates, and they did the minute silence.
Setting off
we all just
balloons.
like open our beers, and I went, not gonna wait for him. Just carried on drinking.
Bloody hell.
Wow, you're
Will,
mental.
Alex,
That's
is
fucking
Alex,
off the
that is
rocker, mate.
disrespect to another level.
This is how they do it back in New Milton, guys.
Hold him down, boys. Hold him down.
Nothing stops the bevies in New Milton. Not even 1 minute
Not even the
silences.
death of a prince. Prince of Pints, I am more like. First,
Prince of Pints.
First the real
Shut up,
person you
fuck
should
off,
be doing
Prince
minute
of
silence. Sorry. Oh, fucking hell. Gabby added
The Duke are down in bevies.
Fuck off. Duke of Milton, that's me. Duke of Banter.
Oh, wow.
Duke of Banter.
That's me, mate. Oh, just having pints all day, every day. It was great. So nice. Yeah, who really cared about it, to be honest?
Okay, so apparently Gabby Hanna is saying that baby
How do you actually say
Rexa?
that? How do you say that?
Erection?
I do know how to. I do
Yeah,
remember seeing a TikTok about
Blubber
it,
Rickshaw.
but I don't know.
Baby erection is a bit of a questionable artist name.
Oh no! Yeah.
The new music video.
All right. So she's saying Baby Erection's new music video is a rip-off of Monster.
No, she didn't say that. Somebody else said that.
Oh, what?
Somebody else said that, and then she tweeted it out, baby. She tweeted it out, and Gabby Anna just said, "It's not your fault." So, but obviously it's Gabby Anna, so everybody's angry. Even though
Yeah.
she said, Gabby Anna literally went, "It's fine, I love your music, and it's not a problem, don't worry about it. It was probably the director's fault." And then everybody was like, Gabby Anna, you're horrible.
Can we see the two videos? Do they look similar?
They are exactly the same. Alright, so Monster was shot in 2018, Sabotage shot in 2021. Here is the comparison of the two music videos.
Okay.
Here we go, everybody.
Bryce obviously like mute it or overlay some non-copyright.
Oh shit.
It's quite fucking similar, isn't it?
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wow!
Oh, she got a fucking.
Yeah. But,
Oh my god! Play that.
yeah, I'll play it
Play
again.
it again.
Look at that.
Oh wait, so that's not the shots back to back. though,
Yeah,
right?
it would just be like
They
taking
haven't
pieces.
nabbed it in that
Yeah,
order,
yeah.
but still, big nab.
Yeah, that's mad.
Oh
Don't-
my
I
god,
mean,
that's
so
actually.
he saw Monster and he was like, that is a banger. And he took it. Whoever the director
That is,
was, or
yeah.
she.
No, I think she's probably in the right there. I think I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think I would be
absolutely.
pissed off about it. I think her response is honest. It's like, oh, I don't really care, but yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's more like, number one,
Damn.
cool. Because to have a big artist like that tweet out a music video. But
Yeah.
yeah, she said, I doubt they had anything to do with this, but I do think a director should be held accountable, is what Gabby said. Oh, so Gabby did start it.
Yeah, that director's stealing a fucking living.
Yeah. Imagine having that budget and using it to copy somebody else's music video.
Do you reckon they could get sued for that? Like Marks and Spencers are suing Aldi over the Colin the
George,
Caterpillar
mate.
cake?
George, you were born to do this,
Yeah,
fella.
mate.
You were born to
That
do
is
this.
on it. Yeah, that is
fucking
the
funny.
single best transition we have ever had in the Eboys podcast. Thank you, George.
Yeah, thank
You're
you,
welcome,
mate.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
I wasn't even being sarcastic. Quite appreciated. So, Marks and Spencer's has begun legal action against Aldi, arguing the supermarket's Cuthbert the Caterpillar cake infringes on Colin the Caterpillar.
To be fair, it does take the piss.
Can I quickly interject? That I've just realised that we have continuously done that thing. When we make a good transition, we always spend a minute talking about how good the transition was
Yeah,
instead of
because they're
just
shit.
going with the
Well,
transition.
now we're back on
Yeah,
it.
I'm sorry.
Now
I just
we're
need to
back on it. It's
raise that
even less
we
smooth.
need to stop doing that. And now let's transition, guys.
All right. Have you seen? I added Aldi's tweets about it. Have you seen the actual
They've been
Aldi's
going in,
account
haven't they?
responding to the thing?
That is
Marks and Snitches more like, and then they posted packaging update and they put Cuthbert behind bars.
oh my god.
They've drawn him in the courtroom.
Have you seen the comparison between the two? It does take the piss. Like, it is literally a carbon copy.
That is the point of Aldi and Lidl.
Can I just say,
Very true.
I will just say, my mum brought this up to me, and she said, Cuthbert doesn't taste as good as Colin. So,
She loves the taste of Colin.
Are you sure she's talking about the cakes?
And she's like, and Colin's actually 14 inches, whereas Cuthbert's about 12.
Oh no!
my two neighbours' names.
Colin's got more girth.
That's a great question. If you had to swallow Colin or Cuthbert,
Colin's creamy goodness.
yeah, Cuthbert's hard around the outside.
Yeah.
Whereas Colin's got that that creamy ooze to it.
Yeah. Oh, I've got icing all over me. You know. Right.
Fuck's sake. Have you seen? No, but literally every. I know this is really boring crap, but literally every. This is why you're here. £4 on Patreon. Literally, like Morrison's, Tesco's, they've all nabbed him. They've all got their own caterpillar.
Yeah, that's like us making our
hang
Patreon.
on.
This is the equivalent of that.
But you got to respect the OG. You got to respect the OG for what he
do.
did.
Yeah. Realistically, you know, as a kid, when you get a caterpillar cake, is it Colin? No. Bit of a shame.
And you could
You
tell.
always know that it's always got to come back to Colin at the end of the day. So it's like, I don't think it's a problem that you have the knockoffs, you know?
Yeah, but when Colin and Cuthbert are in your mouth, you can always tell which one's which.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And what are the names of the other caterpillars? I'm curious.
Tesco and Morrison's.
Kieran.
Kieran.
Kieran the caterpillar?
Cock the cat.
Maybe
Caterpillar cock.
For fuck.
Curly the caterpillar?
Curly?
Wait, isn't that the guy from fucking...
Of Mice and Men?
Of Mice and Men, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Clyde, Cecil the caterpillar,
Cecil!
Wiggles the caterpillar.
Cecil! Mate!
Sainsbury's are pussies. They just said Wiggles the caterpillar. Like,
Oh, shut. There's no
that's
alliteration
in the
there.
legal department.
Cecil!
Can we have Cummies the caterpillar?
Cummies the cat.
Can we make one ourselves for like our first merch drop? Cummies the caterpillar.
We should sell our own version. Get sued.
Oh no, guys, stop eating our Cummies. No.
What?
Oh, man. So, meanwhile, on the Waffling podcast, they're going to be doing like a whole funny episode, and they're going to be calling out James Marriott. We've segued into caterpillars. We're long past that.
Yeah.
Can we title this episode "James Marriott calls out Joe"?
Yes.
No, can we not though?
to.
Because
Wait, come on,
the best thing is,
you said the things. You got to stand by.
throughout the podcast, I then go, I take it back.
That's fine. That's fine.
Ooh,
But
sorry,
if
Joe,
he
sorry.
sees just that 2 minutes,
Sorry, I called you.
if he sees just that 2 minutes, he gets 4 clips out of it on TikTok. That's about 3-4 million views. This is a win-win for the Patreon.
Okay, can we also absolutely confirm that Joe Weller would fuck my shit up, and I do not want a boxing match with anyone, quite frankly.
No, you reach advantage.
Yeah, this is like Jake Paul Ben Askren.
All right, no, that actually, you know what, boxing expert Will Lenny, I think I've actually won that fight because I've got long arms.
Yeah, me too. Do you know what they should? They should get you in a 5-a-side game against him, and you could give him the Marriott smash against the border.
Yes.
That would. They are formidable.
He's got a dodgy leg as well, Joe Weller.
Nobody wants that.
Joe Weller's got a dodgy leg, doesn't he?
Yeah, you could get him that way. Maybe like combat in a different way.
See, this was your rice gum plan. See, I understand where you got it now. It's like take it to a football pitch when no one is expected to beat up
That's
another
nice of
person,
you,
and that's
James.
when you get them.
Yeah, you can get away with assault on a footy pitch as well. Really, a bit more than other places.
Yeah. But you are saying that like
good
it wasn't
stuff.
actually just a bad tackle.
Yeah. No, not the rice gum stuff, but just as a yeah.
Yeah, there was no thought behind your eyes there. You had no idea what was going on.
All right, boys. Would you rather explore the ocean or space?
Your mum.
Okay.
Sing.
Brilliant.
Thanks for listening to the Eboys podcast, everyone. If you want to listen to the extra 15 minutes, do go on and head over to our Patreon.
It's on Patreon for a few quid. We'll see you guys on Patreon, and if you're not, you're a cheapskate.
Oh, that's actually where we're entering it.
we
Brilliant.
should.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, yeah, the post show is on there. Hopefully. Goodbye.
We're gonna answer some questions that you will all want to hear from us over on Patreon. So see you there if you fancy it.
guys later.
If not,
Peace
catch
out,
you
everyone.
next week.
Bye.